Hi folks, John checking in with Wingman115 Channel. Today I have the pleasure of doing a video review on the ThruNite TN32. The folks at ThruNite were nice enough to send me another flashlight to do a video gear test on. I want to thank ThruNite for that in advance. What I'm going to do is do a quick rundown of the specs on a quick tabletop. We'll take it outside, we'll do some practical application shots with it. I'll bring it back in, then I'll give you my final thoughts on this light. First off, let's start at the beginning. Let me set the light over here, and ThruNite sends it with this really nice hard shell case. When you open it up, it's foam inside, cut out for an interference fit. Comes with your user manual, a lanyard, some extra O-rings, and the tail cap switch replacement in there, and a warranty card. The light also comes with a nylon holster that is MOLLE compatible. Let's talk a little bit about quality. Let me give you a little background. I used to work in aerospace. I built Tomahawk missiles. I built aircraft fuselages for MD-11s, C-130s, and such. The list goes on and on. So I have an eye for quality. This is made out of a black anodized aircraft aluminum. I must say that the knurling on here is outstanding. There's no rough edges, no burrs. The tail cap, the same way. They machined a nice chamfer on that. Sits really nice and flat. You don't get any wobble. Around the face of the light, the same thing. The machining is just outstanding. They've chamfered the edges really nice. There's no sharp edges, no burrs. The heat exchanger fins on here, same thing. Just beautiful. Some folks in the past who have done video gear reviews on ThruNite flashlights had expressed a concern that some of the threads, excuse me, here we're getting ahead of ourselves, let me shut it off, that some of the threads had burrs and they weren't cut right. I've never had that issue with my light. The threads are cut just really nice and clean on there. There's no sharp edges. I don't see any metal hanging out. They put replacement O-rings in here for a reason, because if you open and close this a lot, this is an interference fit, you're going to get O-rings that are going to wear out. And this does, by the way, have a waterproof rating. It's an IPX8, and what that means in layman's terms to the general person out there is that you could drop this light in up to 2 meters of water and it'd be waterproof. And that's why it's important to have these O-rings on there. Now, the light comes with batteries that are in line. They're the new 18650 batteries. ThruNite's been using these quite a bit in a lot of flashlights in their line, along with the CR123 batteries. I'm in this camp of the 18650s. I'm not a big fan of the CR123s. That's just my personal preference. This light only takes specifically these batteries. I'm talking in regards to the other ThruNite flashlights that they have in their line that I've done reviews on. This will work in place of the two CR123s. Now, the folks at ThruNite, their engineers, must have thought about me when they made this. They have a reverse polarity protection on their light. So if you're like me and Murphy's Law applies, and you put this in either way, you won't short circuit the light. Now, let me put this back together. Let me talk to this a little bit more. The circuitry inside here is a copper plating, and it's chromium circuit. And what's going to happen is that this light puts out a ton of light. And with any LED, it's going to get hot. So what they've done to able to protect the circuitry and to be able to get the high lumen output was that they did that copper plating chromium circuitry to help with heat dissipation. Because when you crank this up on high beam and you've had it on for a little while, you're going to feel in this heat exchanger area just a massive amount of heat coming out of there. Now, the light weighs in at 650 grams. Because the light batteries in the light run in parallel with the tube, it's real thick, the barrel on it, but I find that the light is really well balanced in the hand. It doesn't feel like it tips one way or the other. And when you set it up straight, I mean, it's solid. It doesn't want to just fall over and flop all over the place. Now, they have a Cree LED in here, and it's the same style Cree that they're running in the TN30s, and that is the Cree XM-L2 U2. Now, and I'm going to show you here in a second, this will put out, spoiler alert, maximum 1,702 lumens. When Jason told me that from ThruNite, I was like, holy cow, I couldn't believe it, that one LED would put out that much light. Now, part of that is the way that they machine their tube to get the light to get pretty good throw. And they have an ultra clear tempered glass lens on here with anti-reflective coating. Same type of glass that they're putting in this. And I was very impressed with the TN30. I've been using this for a while now, playing around, backyard, taking it in the truck, flashing, just anything I could light up with it at night just to see how it works, you know, for a common person. And I was really impressed. First off, the way that they've incrementally placed the light output settings on here, you can get a lot of use out of this. The first setting on this, when you start out, is at 0.6 lumens, and hopefully the camera will pick it up. With that setting, you get about 80 days of straight runtime. The next setting would be 21 lumens, and you get 7 days. Next setting, 307 lumens at 11.5 hours, 709 lumens at 4 hours, 1132 lumens at 2 hours, and 1702 lumens for an hour and a half. Then it goes to a standby mode, and then goes to a strobe, which is at 1702 lumens, and it'll strobe for a little over 2 hours at this SOS pattern. Put it back on standby real quick. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away. I'm going to go out, do our little practical use showcase out there at the light at the different settings, show you the throw, see if there's any artifacts, and then we'll come back in and I'll give you my final thoughts on this. Okay, we're going to do our practical test. First off, we're going to start out with the 0.6 lumen, and the way the cameras are, they're not going to pick it up, so I'm going to stick my hand out there. And that's basically your camping, your reading. I mean, that's not bad. You can function in a tent with that. And the fact that you have 80 hours of constant light is just amazing with that. Now, the next step we're going to go is 21 lumens. And you can start to pick it up out there on the fringe. And I must say that it's a real clean beam. Let's go to the next one. It's going to be 307 lumens. Now, as you can see, it's a really nice sharp spotlight. I don't see any halo effects. And let's point it at the grass a little bit. It's just nice, clean, solid beam with that. Now our next setting is 709 lumens. And now we're starting to get up to where it's like stadium lighting. Next one from there is 1132 lumens. A little bit wider beam, brighter, but still no halos, no artifacts. Just nice, clean, sharp. And the max 1702 lumens. It just lights up the backyard. And over 900 meters of throw. I mean, that's just amazing. We'll throw it on strobe. There's strobe for you. So I'm pretty impressed with the amount of light, how clean of light that it throws. No halos, no artifacts, just a nice sharp circle of light. Really clean. I'm really impressed with ThruNite and what they're doing with their lights. Let's take it back up to the studio for some final thoughts, and I'll give you a rating on this. All right, we're back from outside playing around. I just love just playing with flashlights, as you can probably tell. First off, let's give our thoughts on this. My thoughts are cosmetically and aesthetically, it's machined beautifully. I've already talked about that. The way that the controls on the light are real user-friendly. They work really well. I have to give that a 5 in the rating. Overall rating on this light, I would have to give it a 5 as well. I mean, it's lived up to everything that ThruNite claims that it will do. It throws a great beam. There's no artifacts. There's no halo effect. The fact that I can adjust it all the way down to 0.6 lumens or all the way up to 1702 lumens, or do the strobe at that power, is just amazing. I'm a big fan of these 18650 batteries. I've said this many times in some of my other videos. This is the wave of the future, folks. These batteries right here are going to retire, AA batteries. The only thing is the price tag is not for the faint of heart. It's around $179 if you get it at the ThruNite store. But if you're that search and rescue guy, if you're the person that's on the boat, if it's the one light that you're going to keep in your truck, I see things as an investment. And for what you get with the quality, I think that it's worth that price. I would pay that amount for this light. I paid more for lights that haven't delivered what this light will deliver. And I'm not just saying that because ThruNite has sent me a light. I'm saying that because I'm just impressed with the quality of all these lights, from the TN30 that I've tested in the past to the TN11 and TN12 that I use as everyday carries. I mean, they're just great quality lights that just work. And if you're looking for a light that I think is going to last you a very, very long time, then I would consider the TN32. I have to give this light 5 stars overall on the Wingman channel. Folks, if you like the content, please subscribe, like, and share. And for the latest channel updates, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and Twitter. Folks, thanks for checking in. Until the next video, take care. We'll see you.